Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So BITRUE is getting more XRP pairs. Is coming from Michael at Val5 Links over there on Twitter. 10 new XRP trading pairs are now listed as BITRUE expands their support for XRP, guys. And I've always said BITRUE is my secondary exchange, and I love them because they have XRP trading pairs for a whole bunch of different altcoins. So I do have a BITRUE link in the description of the video. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. Maybe you do already have a secondary exchange that you like using. But I know for some of you, you have your onboarding exchange, but sometimes it's good to have another exchange available to you in case something goes wrong with your primary exchange, or if you just want to trade different kinds of altcoins. BITRUE is now expanding, though, support for XRP. With the listing of 10 new pairs, XRP will act as a base pair for cryptocurrencies MANA, SAND, Algorand, BTTC, HBAR, AVE, CHZ, DENT, APE, and AR, according to a recent tweet by the XRP-friendly crypto exchange. So guys, BITRUE just tweeted this out yesterday. It's a good day to be a part of the XRP community because we've added 10 new XRP pairs for you to trade on, and so they just listed it here in this tweet. According to Whale Stats, XRP remains one of the most used smart contracts among the top 1,000 BSC whales in the last 24 hours. As reported by you today, the XRPL now has a testnet that offers smart contracts. According to XRPL Labs, Hook's testnet v2 was quietly introduced a few months ago as well. So that was just the news from Vin. He mentioned that last week. Anyway, I thought that was great, seeing that BITRUE is adding new pairs for XRP on their platform. Of course, this is all part and parcel to where we're going to see XRP go in the future. I don't think it is any coincidence that these guys are adding more trading pairs. I think, I think for one, they know the XRP army is huge. They know we're a robust community. There's a lot of excitement for XRP and Ripple, and there's a lot of holders waiting for this verdict in this lawsuit. So I think that, in some ways they might just be biding their time, or not biding their time, but kind of being, getting ready, being poised for that next breakout for XRP. And especially, you got to think of it this way as well. The trading pairs, right? If you're trading XRP to MANA, or XRP to SAND, or XRP to Algo, and there is a spike in XRP price only because, let's say, for example, the lawsuit is cleared and, we get a positive verdict for XRP, and then XRP spikes 100 or 200 or 300%, let's just say for sake of argument. But these other cryptocurrencies, MANA, SAND, Algo, BTTC, whatever, they haven't spiked because, we're still in a bear market, let's say theoretically. Well, now you can actually use your XRP to purchase some coins and get a really good deal on some of these coins because the ratio of XRP to SAND, for example, will be favorable for the XRP holder. You get rid of some of your XRP, you purchase a lot more of some of these altcoins, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. So just throwing it around, obviously not financial advice. Keeping up with some XRP partner news, guys. XRP partnered Finastra. Them and HSBC, they're collaborating to bring banking as a service FX capability to mid-tier banks. They're working together to distribute HSBC's FX service via Finastra's Fusion Fabric Cloud. Under a banking-as-a-service experience, this collaboration will take advantage of the best elements of modern API-driven connectivity with licensed institutions' secure, regulated infrastructure. The first phase of the rollout will provide both indicative and executable FX rates to regional mid-tier banks via a plug-in to Finastra's Fusion Condor, a solution with low maintenance and ownership costs, backed by the liquidity and robust risk management capabilities of one of the largest FX franchises. Integrating HSBC FX service with mid-tier banks will allow participating banks to deliver a wide range of currencies to their customers through branch networks and other retail channels without requiring any additional technology integration. So here we have Finastra, Ripple-enabled company. HSBC, I know they were evaluating RippleNet software at a point. I don't know if they are a confirmed partner or not. I should know that one, but it's hard to keep all the partnerships in my head. If you guys know for sure, tag me on Twitter or put it down in the comments section. Anyway, though, great news here with this particular partnership. We're going to likely see a lot of volume here. These are two big partners, and they're going to be delivering a lot of value to their customers. FX services, too, we tend to see a lot of volume through this, so it is likely going to be that they will benefit from RippleNet technology. Wanted to keep moving on, guys. CoinShares has launched staked Algorand ETP on Deutsche Börse Extra. So here's some Algorand news for those of you guys interested in that particular partnership. Major European cryptocurrency firm CoinShares is expanding its exchange-traded products with a new physically backed ETP based on the Algorand blockchain. CoinShares on Thursday announced the listing of its physically backed staked Algorand ETP on Extra. Named the CoinShares Physical Staked Algorand, the new crypto investment product will be trading on Extra under the ticker RAND, R-A-N-D. The ETP is enabled through CoinShares' proprietary technology platform, Galata, allowing investors to benefit from the 2% staking rewards associated with participating in Algorand's blockchain security. And so with regards to the Algorand ETP, they're joining a family of CoinShares' staked ETPs offering featuring blockchain networks and cryptocurrencies like, for example, Polkadot, Tezos, Cardano, Solana, Cosmos, Atom, and Polygon Matic. So a new investment product staked on the Algorand blockchain, the ETP. Just wanted to bring that up because Algorand, one of the WEF coins that I think is going to be poised for huge adoption. And, right now, Algorand trading 32.5 cents. So a huge decline from this high that we saw back in the fall. It's down about almost 90% now. It's down about 88.3%. So another great buying opportunity for some of these WEF coins. Of course, we are still waiting if there is another leg down in this crypto market. Bitcoin does go down, let's say theoretically to 13,800, which is that next level of support, former resistance from back in June of 2019. That would mean a lot of these coins could go down even lower. And as you guys can see here on the Algorand chart, I did create a theoretical where Algorand does drop down to 22 cents. That would make it a 92% correction. So an even better entry point. But, if you guys are thinking you might want to invest in some of these coins, it might be prudent to look at, an entry level fairly soon. Even if it drops lower, though, you can ladder in so you don't have to put your entire capital in right now. It's the best way to kind of scale down cost average in a bear market if you're not entirely sure. And, it's really difficult this time around considering we're in a very different economic situation globally than we were in 2018 during the last bear market. Anyway, want to continue, guys. Ripple partner CIBC Innovation Banking injects £40 million growth financing to UK fintech Smart. So CIBC is a Ripple partner, and they're pleased to announce their £40 million growth financing for London-based Smart, a leading retirement technology provider. Smart will use the capital to expand its market growth, accelerate the launch of strategic products, and undertake acquisitions. And here's a quote from them. We're delighted to have CIBC Innovation Banking support Smart, helping us accelerate our near-term growth ambitions, increase our presence in core markets, and roll out product initiatives to transform retirement across the world. Our technology is already helping more than 1 million people save and plan for retirement. We operate across 4 continents, and our growth plans will soon take us beyond 10 million users. So another investment in this particular fintech, and this is actually helping retirees, plan for their retirement, strategize their retirement a little better. Considering what we're hearing, going on with the inflation, I think there are going to be a lot more people who are worried about their retirement. Not that they weren't worried before the pandemic, but even more so now. Everything is costing more money. I'm hearing from friends who don't make a lot of money saying, I used to have a little bit of savings and now I don't have anything. And, so this is really taking a toll on a lot of people. And I think people are now thinking more broadly, more smartly about their investments, about their retirement particularly. So, this is not just the baby boomer generation. I'm sure this is generations coming into retirement now. Gen X and even millennials are probably starting to think about retirement. Some are at least. Now, if you're watching the channel, you probably are thinking about your financial future because just, like-minded people. If you're in crypto, that's kind of where your mind is at. Show me the money. Show me the next bull run. Anyway, interesting news from Ripple partner CIBC starting this in the UK with this fintech Smart. Wrath Economin also bringing this up, guys. This is an older article from 2019, or rather an older report. To me, it's new, he says, but it's an old deck from the Bank of America describing Ripple. Of footnote, the demo uses SGD to Euro in its example, and the Bank of America as a market maker. Now, this is interesting because I believe in 2019 we didn't actually have the official announcement that Bank of America was a partner of Ripple. If I remember correctly, wasn't it Alex Cobb who posted something online and then he got a DM from somebody over there at Bank of America saying, can you please remove that? This is not an official statement yet. And so he had to remove it. So that was 2019, if my memory serves me correctly. Later on, I believe it was a year later, I think almost, the Bank of America finally announced the official partnership. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong on this, but but I have a feeling it was along those lines. This is a key positioning, a more prominent FX market maker description than prior decks. So Bank of America as a market maker, leveraging Ripple technology specifically, Ripple's distributed ledger technology remedies legacy correspondent banking infrastructure challenges and provides bi-directional messaging to enhance payment tracking, data transmission, and enables enhanced certainty in settlement. So you guys can see down here, DLT, pre-validation, approval, confirmation, settlement. And the flowchart just demonstrates how that is going to work. Proof of concept use case. Today we have a linear model and the potential future, the simultaneous settlement model. And that would obviously be leveraging RippleNet's DLT solutions. And Bank of America was saying this possibly even before they officially made the announcement that they are a Ripple partner. A good potential example of how the SEC has hamstrung business here too. Anyways, apologies if it's old and known already, which this is fairly old, but even if it is old, it's good to kind of just reevaluate where we are, because sometimes, I mean, even me doing this every single day, researching every single day, we forget where some of these partnerships are, and we forget how big some of these partnerships are and can be. And even the point that Wrath of Kahneman makes here with the SEC, the banking partnerships, the legacy method of cross-border payments. If you're one of the big top-tier banks, what you used to do traditionally was allow some of the smaller tier banks access to your Nostro and Vostro accounts for cross-border transactions. And this is part of a theory as to why the SEC is really hampering Ripple and XRP, because they are buddy-buddy with the big legacy banking system. And so, enter RippleNet. This is democratizing payments. There's going to be no need for that liquidity through Nostro and Vostro accounts anymore. On-demand liquidity takes care of this for all sizes of financial institutions, banks, cross-border payment providers. And so anyway, just wanted to make a point of this because this is Bank of America, which is a fairly big bank, describing how they would be a market maker in this potential future scenario. So I wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for bringing that up. And guys, I don't know if you caught this video by Darren Moore, so I'll link his video in the description of this video. Interesting because he brought up this Korean presentation where David Schwartz was actually talking, and I'd advise you guys to watch not necessarily the presentation, but his video on this, because he does go into more details about this. I'm just going to hit on some of the highlighted points here. They talk about this thing called GMAP, okay? And so in Korea, this GMAP technology, or this company, it's for Korean, it's a Korean company, and it's for mergers and acquisitions. It's a platform to perform mergers and acquisitions. GMAP, it's opening doors for all types of investors to get involved. So that's the other thing that I think is really interesting here. It opens it up. It kind of democratizes, from my understanding, democratizes investment in some of these projects. And so this has kind of never been seen before. And GMAP is actually going to be leveraging Ripple's liquidity hub in order to do this. Because it's on a DLT, distributed ledger platform, it is transparent and all transactions are viewable to everyone. So there's no hiding, where the money's going. They also have a token, apparently. It's called the UCX token. And as I mentioned earlier, they use Ripple's liquidity hub to send money to the GMAP platform to fund whatever merger and acquisition needs to be funded. So it's a pretty interesting concept if you guys think about it. Even if you scroll through this video, you can see there are other speakers here at this conference, like McDonald from PolySign. He was also there. So we know PolySign, also co-founded by David Schwartz. We can see David Schwartz here doing his presentation, talking about decentralized finance, remittances, small payments, and customer applications. So I think there's a lot going on here. The other thing I wanted to mention was, which I found kind of interesting too, and which Darren mentions, is that some of their partners include JP Morgan and the Rothschilds. So this, to me, guys, is looking to be fairly large. And just to kind of get an idea of mergers and acquisitions and the kinds of payments, the kinds of value, the kinds of on-demand liquidity that this is going to target, I wanted to bring you guys the Wikipedia page, a list of the largest mergers and acquisitions. Now, in all fairness, these are some of the largest ones. These are not all of the mergers and acquisitions, but something that I wanted to point out here. Of course, this goes from the 1870s through the 1900s, 1910s, 1920s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. As you guys can see, look at the size of these lists, okay? They're growing. As the decades go on, you can see more mergers and acquisitions throughout the decades. So as you can see, even the 80s saw way more than the 70s, some of the largest ones at least. And even compared to the 80s, look at the list of the 90s and the 2000s. 2000s was huge. Look at that. 2010s. Okay, just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So you can see large value mergers and acquisitions keep growing as the decades go on. And finally, the 2020s, well, we're at the start of this decade. So we haven't seen that much yet. But I think just as an indication, the 2010s and this list of large mergers and acquisitions This goes to show you how big this can actually get. And, some of the largest ones, transactional value. Like, for example, Heinz and Kraft in 2015, $100 billion in transactional value. In 2018, the Walt Disney Company and 20th Century Fox, $71.3 billion. What about for Royal Dutch Shell and the BG Group, $70 billion. Bayer and Monsanto, so a German company, an American company, $54.5 billion. These are huge transactions, and we're just going to see more and more of them, guys, as the years go on. Microsoft and LinkedIn, $26.2 billion. We got Pfizer and Mylan, $25 billion. Fiserv and First Data down here. Fiserv, coincidentally, is a Ripple partner in 2019, $22 billion. So huge mergers, huge acquisitions, and these are just individual deals, which brings me back to GMAP, this Korean presentation leveraging Ripple's liquidity hub for mergers and acquisitions. So another example, guys, of where we're going to see the XRPL thrive, where we're going to see more demand for the XRPL, and think about this, high value payments, mergers and acquisitions, well, that's not chump change. An XRP needs to be a high enough price to facilitate these transactions. That's just my opinion. But I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.